BMW has made some impressive head units in the past, but if you're living in the past and want the latest and greatest, then BeamerTech can hook you up with our NBT Evo retrofit. This is just part of our NBT retrofit kit that we offer here at BeamerTech. This will give you some updated hardware as well as a more updated iDrive system. Today we're going to be showing you how to install this in an X3, so let's get started. Upgrading your BMW to NBT Evo will give you all of the benefits the newer BMWs have regarding entertainment and infotainment, including a new iDrive controller, a new screen, an NBT Evo head unit, and of course all of the harnesses needed to get it working. For a full list of all of the features the upgrades will unlock for you, click the link in the description to head over to our website. Jarret will be handling this installation. First, we need to remove the old gear to make ready for the new. Take your BeamerTech trim tools and use them to pop out the center AC vent section. Next, remove the connectors by pinching and pulling. We have a full in-depth video on how to handle connectors if you have any questions, link in the description. With your trim tools again, pry out the main control fascia. Remove the one connector and set it aside. Now for the screen. Remove the two T20 Torx screws and pull the screen away. You will have to disconnect the video cable at the back. Press in the center tab and pull it out. It will be tight. For the center console trim, use your trim tools and pry up around the edges of the trim. When it's free, disconnect the connectors from underneath and pull the trim aside for the next part. While we're here, let's put in the new iDrive controller. First, remove the original iDrive controller by removing the three T20 Torx screws holding it down. Once free, place the new one in and use the same three screws to secure it. Back inside, let's get the head unit out. Remove the two T20 screws up front and remove the head unit. Disconnect everything from the back. For these, pull the white tab, pinch and pull. For the quad lock, rotate the arm and pull. For these, pinch the tab and pull. And do the same for the purple video cable, but it's tight. Don't forget about the 2-pin cable here, because that is the next part. The next part is going to be the hardest part of the install, repinning. First, by using a pick tool, pop one retainer clip from the 2-pin connector and gently persuade the cable out. Be careful not to damage the cable or it could be hard to repin. Do the same thing on the other side. Now we have to get those pins into the supplied harness found in your kit. First, take your pick tool and pop up the retaining tab on the side opposite of the already pinned wires. Take the green wire and place it into pin 3 of the connector. Push it in and you will hear a click. Take the blue and green wire and place it into pin 1, which is right next to it. Once seated, snap the retaining clip down. The last bit of repinning we have to do is in the right side of the passenger footwell. To get to the side panel, we first have to remove this door sill trim. Take your trim tool or hands and pull up to pop it off. If the pins stay behind, pop them out carefully and put them back into the trim for later. Again, carefully, you don't want this. Anyway, time to remove the passenger footwell upper panel. There are 2 thumb screws on either end. Simply unscrew them, drop the panel, unplug the light, and pull the panel away. Here's a closer look at these screws. The last panel we need is held on with a few fasteners, so give it a few tugs and you'll get it off. Oh, ignore the thing in Jarret's hair. We're going to need the 2-pin side of the harness over here, so feed it through. Tape the 2-pin side to a large cable tie and feed it through where the head unit was. Bring it out in the passenger footwell area and continue to bring it to the area where the side panel was you took off. Now for the repinning. Locate this connector and rotate the arm to remove it. Pull the sides of the connector apart so we could slide it off to expose the intersection. Once these parts are exposed, slide the gray section back and gently remove pins 19 and 20 with your pick tool. They will be the innermost pins to the left in this video. Refer to the BeamerTech written instructions for a detailed pin map, which will be supplied to you when you order this product from us. Once those pins are free, snap them into the supplied BeamerTech 2-pin connector in the respectively labeled slots 19 and 20. Slide the multi-pin connectors back into the blue connector sleeve. While you're here, plug in the supplied BeamerTech harness. Now plug the blue connector back in and put everything back together the opposite way you took it out. You'll be tucking the BeamerTech harness up and out of the way as you do this, so it's all hidden. You can use cable ties to make the installation more secure. Now the final stretch. Take the supplied video cable and route it next to the old one. Chances are your factory video cable will be taped to a bunch of other cables, so you don't need to remove it if you don't want to. Just tuck it out of the way since you won't be using it again. Plug in the new factory screen and install it. Use the factory screws, and let's take a moment to enjoy the banter that Jarret and I share on the hourly basis.
No, you gotta do it by hand.
I need a ratchet. What? Still gonna do it by hand.
Oh. Here, just take the stupid thing.
Anyway, before we can install the head unit, we must do one last important step. Shave the USB cable. Yes, that's what I said. The problem is that the factory white USB cable does not fit into the NBT head unit. So, to make it fit very carefully, take a blade and shave off the plastic fins on the sides of the white connector. It is a snug fit, and it does snap into place, so you don't have to worry about it coming loose. Now we can start plugging everything in. Jarret already put the Wi-Fi antenna in. It simply snaps in here. He decided to put tape on it to keep it from moving around. Match up all of the shapes and colors to get everything back in. Don't forget for the quad lock to have the arm up, then rotate it down to lock it into place. Make sure you also plug in the new connector you pinned. When everything is connected, slide the head unit back in. Use the original 2 screws to secure it in place. Plug in the center console trim and snap it back down, and do the same with the main control fascia. Finally, reconnect the AC vent section and you're done. Once everything is hooked up and running, you now need to book your remote coding session with BeamerTech. Our technician will remotely log into your BMW to activate your NBT Evo retrofit. For a full video on how to book a remote coding session with BeamerTech, check the link in the description to watch our video. You can now experience what the owners in newer BMWs are experiencing in the comfort of your own BMW that you know and love. And that is how you install BeamerTech's NBT Evo retrofit kit on an X3. This is pretty comparable to any other BMW as well, so if you want this in your ride, head on over to our website and enter your VIN to see if this system is compatible for your BMW. For more tips and tricks about BMWs and plenty of installation videos, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and don't forget to ring that bell. And hey, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as well. Thanks for watching.